refer earlier on the discussions that took place where I lived before the father of my children died was with bypasses. I've been wearing the sunglasses. Why? Because I've been to the fitness center to avoid but it's not happened. Well, I don't know if it's because I've been wearing sunglasses when I'm training. I do that to avoid the poking in my eyes, just in case. I don't want to have anything damaging.
Relax.
I was before the father of my children died angry with bypasses, any bypasses, roads, bypasses, cars, trucks, whatever, and inside where I lived only because I didn't have anyone inside except I felt the presence of support from something that I ascribe, is that the word the alien uses, something to that, and because it was I suppose not giving me a bad feeling. Who did that were the bypasses. And I tried with all kinds of arguments, trying to make them understand how sick it was to harass and stalk, and especially harass. Not that much stalking where I went, except both my rhymes and SMS and what you doing, and then SMS. Up there in North and Jumpman further up. Because I went to swim and they didn't come there to look at women in any way, with or without anything much or more on, but just to spy on me. Also, when I lived in Randers, when I went to, for example, Bauhaus, they stopped and looked what you do. I thought, does someone have huts, is that what it's called, for me? And they, what you doing, keeping an eye on me, making me feel a bit, oh, am I that? Definitely not. And I didn't feel it. Really, I just tried to make myself believe it. That is because I'm so good looking. They were afraid I would get in contact with me, and that some guy was interested, because it seemed that way. But it's a bit, to be a bit, maybe panic-like. Sometimes it happens when men get older, or like too desperate, which is a turn of dimensions. But then I tried to explain to the bypasses in Northern Java that what you want to be me, or what is the deal, not deal as a word, but as an expression, what's going on? Is it because they want to be me, and they are so desperate to be like me? And then Rent's song came, Higher End, and I thought, yeah, I could have written a song about it. I thought it was too crazy. And then, what do they want? I asked on my phone, thinking to make them feel so that, what do they want? My children? Asking like something that would make them understand, okay, to make them feel ashamed, to make them feel sick and stupid. It didn't work. No matter how many examples I found that was so sick and so psychopathic or impossible. It didn't work. Now it's like a psychopath that I feel the presence of. Where I live inside, that is definitely not support, but some psycho, maybe not some psycho, but I don't know how to explain it. Trying to make me feel like I'm to sacrifice my life, to give away everything, and then I tried to explain early on that I am, because my brother said to me, remember to love yourself. Yeah, but to love myself is a part of, like, I love myself as a mother. I think I'm a good mother. It's a part of loving myself enough to wanting to be a mother to my children. And I don't even know why I'm saying this, because it's obvious that I am to have my children back and again proceed with being a mother. Like I had my children with me before I lost them in a case to the father of my children. And I love myself for being good at working with children. I love myself for being good at expressing my emotions in song. And I love myself for being good at writing songs and expressing myself. I love myself for being a part of my family, my children, and me. I love myself for being inventive, that I have made an invention that potentially can be what I have a very what's it called when you have I don't know what it's called, some sense. It's something you have a feeling that you have when you use your intuition, when you do an intuition, that it's there's something about it that it's because things have a tendency to fit together also way back in time, which not so much things from the present time, but when it has to do with the past and before I lived, something I've never heard about or seen that it fits with. I have not looked into all of YouTube the way before, so now I've seen a lot, and still there's a lot that I have not seen, old movies and things like that. So it makes me also the alien interviews. It makes me believe in it. It makes me not depressed. Sometimes I am around depressed. Look at the sky. It could look depressing potentially in a negative way. Not depressing. That can be a very depressive like atmosphere. But it's not me. I know that I feel that in myself. I'm not depressed. And I have a lot to give to my children. I'm a very good and caring and kind mother. And I have not any intentions of doing anything harmful, which is a negative word, to my children. I never did. But I now, since a father is not there anymore, it's much easier for me to be the mother I want to be without him interfering, without him, the father of my children, creating problems with the lawyer that is no longer does and has not anything to do with my children or me or anything in our lives anymore. It's so wonderful,
Scarp sagde,
so nice, so fantastic. So she's like a spooky ghost or something sick from a psycho movie. Or some puppet, like these puppet from I don't remember what it's called. That has these hatches. I don't know if that's what it's called. Where the jaw just drops down when it laughs. Not moving. I often did that through my life because I sometimes pick up things from movies and I use them and people don't understand because they don't ask about it. This is something I've done a lot. And then unsynchronized with the laughter also. And also when I lived, it's something that doesn't have to do with what I'm talking about. When I lived with some university students and the phone was ringing, I would say, like in a computer-like way or in a, what's it called, an AI way of speaking. The phone is ringing, which was because of old movies in Danish that they would also write in the subtitles when the phone is ringing, and I thought it was to be said like that. The phone is ringing, and so many other strange things, and also imitating what's it called, the fast walkers, the small. I was very good at it early on. I could walk very fast like them, or singing like a song. Can I do it now? I don't think so. I can. I cannot use my voice. I can't. I have to wait till I get home. I could talk like a baby until I don't know when I stopped doing it. In my 20s, I think. Like when it's like you push this up and then you can talk like a baby. It looks like. This is what it looks like when you do it. I don't know if I can do it anymore. I tried when I lived in North Germany. But I don't know why I'm afraid of trying. Maybe because I'm afraid of making some very loud sound, even though I shouldn't be afraid of that, because I have done that too much. Anyway, if I did it the right way, it's not something that you can use the word perfect about. I cannot. I'm in the bus. I can't do it now. Can I? I can't. I don't think so. I can't. No.